B. You're like, Lemme, what are you talking about? B, 2 letters. BE is today's motivational word for you. Guys, get ready for a powerful message. As you know, these motivational words for the day are less than 10 minutes. And going into the beginning of the year 2023, concluding the year 2022, as you, based upon when you're listening to this and or watching the video or the audio, listen to the audio, I'm recording this in the final days of the year 2022. And because right now you're starting to hear people say resolution. Well, my New Year's resolution, next year is going to be my year. Sorry to totally, as we say, just not put a pin in your balloon. I'm talking a sledgehammer to it, like just shut it down. Nothing's going to change in the new year until you realize today is day one of your life. And I'm actually going to be teaching this BE motivational word of the day from my Giant Goals report. Guys, make sure you grab a hold of it. It's free. It's a report I wrote titled How to Achieve Your Giant Goals and Conquer Procrastination in 3 Simple Steps. And the way you can get a hold of the report is by visiting giantgoals.com. And or you can give us a call at 561-847-3467 and say Giant Goals Report. Once again, 561-847-3467 and say Giant Goals Report. And in the report, I unpack one of the simple steps is today is day one. I want you to write that down. You'll hear me start to teach. Note takers or history makers. Take some notes. Write some notes. Start journaling. Activating your mind. Take a pressure washer to your mind and start writing. Everyone's scrolling. Stop scrolling. Start studying. Start writing. Start thinking. Start letting this simmer in your mind. You know, the way you take food and you marinate and you simmer it, and it takes time to get all the ingredients meshed and to get that deep taste. You know, as you guys know, I love to eat. And that's why the challenge for all of you right now is you have to start thinking. You have to start thinking outside the box. And the way you think outside the box is you have to learn and increase your faith, increase your courage, decrease your discouragement. And you see what when I say here in the report, it says today's day one. Write that down, please. You'll hear me start to teach note takers or history makers. The notes you take today will activate your mind and you will begin writing your future into existence. That is so deep. The average person doesn't have a journal. As I look to the right here of my studio, I have my world famous manila colored folder. And you can even see the top of it here. I've written 21 books, 1 word, 1 page at a time. I read an hour per day. I'm learning, I'm activating. And personally, we are taking our lives and our careers, physically, emotionally, financially, to the next level. I made a decision in my own walk, in my own life, and our own team here to go to the next level. The time is now. You know, this year I turned 57 years of age, and this past year I lost my mom, and I was very close to my mom, and there's defining moments in your life. You know, moments in time define the rest of your life. You know, inside the word momentum is moment. And the word define means to discover and uncover the meaning of something. You know, definition. What does that word mean? Well, there's defining moments that will change the rest of your life. And I personally, at a point in my life in this country and businesses, it's time. It's time we, the people of integrity and honor, American, patriotic, Judeo-Christian family values, build huge businesses and become the walking examples in this country. And that's what I am doing with my coaching students and with our mastermind club community. It's just the fact. It's what we're doing. That may not be for you, but it is for me and for our inner circle community. And I'm saying that because when I get into the depth of the word be, it's going to speak to many of you. So here we go. Today is day one. So today's day one on your success journey. So clean your slate. Clean that slate. In other words, today's day one, meaning today's a clean slate. I want you to eliminate any negative thoughts you brought to this process or any times you attempted to set a goal but failed, or anything that you procrastinated on. Today is day one on your success journey. So clean that slate. You can write that down. Clean that slate. Once again, guys, I literally printed out the report that I wrote for all of you guys. I'm giving away for free on my website, giantgoals.com. Simply visit there, submit your best email address, and immediately it will open up to a page where you can get the report, plus it'll be emailed to you. I suggest to print it out, grab a pen that writes, and I'm actually teaching from page 2, because here we go. Today's day 1 of your success journey, so clean that slate. We're not going to talk about the used to be's or the maybes or the what I used to be. You see, what I used to be, or maybes, or used to be's, wannabes, they do nothing. Those bees are deadly. You know, there's physical bees people are allergic to, and they get stung by a bee, and they could die within 20, 30 seconds to a minute. That's 2 E's, B-E-E. But let's take the power of the word be the same way. A wannabe used to be. If you keep saying used to be, or I used to be, or I should have been, or I should have been, that's because you're not taking the power of the present clean slate and start affirming, I am going to be because of today's daily action. I am going to be, like, I'm personally mentoring 5 to 10 multi-billionaires with family-friendly values to transform America. That may not be for you. That may frighten you to think that big. And obviously, there's many others in my Inner Circle Mastermind Club community that we're mentoring and encouraging and empowering and challenging to change. See, a friend will tell you what you want to hear. A mentor will tell you what you need to hear. See, and actually, many of my top coaching students I've become very close friends with because they realize I want the best for them. They realize I have their best interests at heart. I don't want them to speak about used to be's or wannabes or should have been. I want them to speak, I am going to be. And then what you do is take a look at your daily action, because it says right here, we're going to make it happen and start fresh. Start fresh. Your future is wide open. Say that out loud. My future is wide open. The words you speak today have amazing power in your future. Today's day 1. That's page 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It's the 6th and 7th paragraph. I say simmer that. Marinate that in your mind. Study those 2 paragraphs and let yourself understand how many times you're saying I used to be, or I should have been, and inside the word been is be. I should have been, or right here, used to be, maybe if I do that. See, procrastination and maybe are the deadly mixture for failure. Well, maybe I'll think about it. I'll try. People go, I'm trying, I'm busy, I'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be there. Maybe I'll make it happen. Maybe is a fear-based procrastination word. It's based in fear. It's a procrastination word. It's like keeping one foot here and trying. Well, I'm going to try, but I'm going to, guys, you got to burn that bridge and move forward. Commitment is burning that bridge. All of you know I've written 21 books. My first book, 10 life lessons on how to find your why now and achieve ultimate success. Last paragraph of lesson number 1 says, as you go forward. See, I'm a forward-moving guy. I believe today is day 1. I believe what you do today is going to show up tomorrow. And I believe having strategic systems and mentorship. And I'm going to go back to the statement. A friend will tell you what you want to hear to basically potentially get you out of making that decision that will transform and change your life. But a mentor will tell you what you need to hear. You need to be challenged. I mean, guys, raise your hand. You know, during my live events, I got a major live event coming up here in January, here in beautiful South Florida. It's limited to 30, exclusive event, limited to 30 patriots, business owners, entrepreneurs, hardworking patriots. I'll be masterminding together. Some of my top coaching students coming from all around the country. Those of you that interests you to be in a workshop environment, and I'm bringing in a handful of some of the top speakers, and I'll be teaching for 80% of the time. I'm talking hands-on. You'll be taking 20 to 30 pages of notes in the areas of success and motivation and marketing. Does that interest you? Would you want to be here with us? Let us know. Give us a call. Give us a text at 561-847-3467, 561-847-3467, or you can email me directly at John, John, John at giantgoals.com, and just say January Mastermind Event. Raise your hand of interest, and we'll connect with you. My wife, Chrissy, will connect with you, and have a discussion with you about the event. Guys, we're in very serious times. It's time to plant the seeds today, so tomorrow is a miracle. See, be is a very powerful word, very motivating word. If you say, I am going to be in the best physical, emotional, financial shape of my life. And then, does your daily schedule today, does your schedule today represent what you're going to be versus used to be, maybes, want to be? Be is a very powerful motivational word. It's a very powerful word. It motivates you to say, well, today I hear people going, I'm going to get back to it in a new year. No, you're not, because a new year is just a day. January 1st is just a day. It's 24 hours in a day. It happens to be labeled January 1st. There's that emotional atmosphere of New Year's Day. But what happens in this year, Christmas and New Year's fell on a weekend. So people were right back on Monday to their quote unquote normal routine, and a routine will kill you. See, inside the routine is rut. People get in a rut. They go back and forth, and there's nothing challenging them. And when you start to actively listen, you hear them speak about want to be, I used to be, I should have been, versus they're going to start to take notice of you going, hey, I am going to be, because your actions represent your commitment to be something bigger, better, and jaw-dropping and eyeball-popping success. Never before next level. See, I coach champions to next level results. Remember, when you get a hold of my free report, I share my story in it. I was a clinically diagnosed stutterer, couldn't say my name. As many of you guys get to know me more in the success, motivation, marketing realm, that's why when I started writing, I went from a stutterer to a multi-million-dollar entrepreneur. I started to teach proven success principles. That's 21 years ago. And these fundamental principles are more relevant, are more needed, are more proven today, the fundamental plays, because of where we are today in this world. Like any successful coach that has been proven to have record-breaking results, Coach Herb Brooks from the USA 1980 Miracle Team, Coach Don Haskins, the Glory Road basketball coach, Coach Lou Holtz, the infamous football coach. I speak about him in many of my books. Any top coaches, there's fundamental plays that will always produce. Well, as I wrap this up, I just realized I went over 10 minutes. I'm probably going to wrap up here in another 30 seconds. So minutes will be at 13, 14 minutes. One of the fundamental plays that as a coach, I guarantee will produce success is start to affirm, speak, and live, and have the mindset of I'm going to be. I'm going to communicate more to my customers, clients, patients, or guests. I'm going to create more free reports. I'm going to do more outgoing phone calls. I'm going to write more handwritten thank you cards. I'm going to actively listen. I'm going to dress for success. I'm going to show up on time. I'm going to have my name tag on. I'm going to have direct eye contact. I'm going to actively listen. I'm going to anticipate. I'm going to innovate. I'm going to create. I am going to be. And physically and emotionally, you do more self-development. You do more quiet time, you take more notes, you're going to be more confident. More confidence creates courage. Courage creates communication. Communication creates revenue, because the more you communicate in business with confidence, the more clients you're going to get. Now, I'm going rapid fast here. That's why all of you that are members of my mastermind club, I unleash on our exclusive member-only conservative mastermind club teachings. Physically, make sure you're eating healthier, getting 8 hours of sleep, drinking a gallon of water. I'm 57 years young. I've been speaking about exercise every single day of my life. I've been working out since I'm 13. My mom used to drive me to East Coast Fitness Center when I was 13. I've been working out for 43 years of my life. I'm telling you right now, what you're going to be, you're going to be a record-breaking example. You're going to crush limiting beliefs. You're going to achieve levels in your life, physically, emotionally, financially, you've never achieved before. Test me on it. But I'm going to watch your words. I'm going to watch your accountability. I'm going to watch your associations and your actions. So, guys, with that said, 2 very important calls to action. I'm going to challenge you. Make sure all of you have in your hand the free report, How to Achieve Your Giant Goals and Conquer Procrastination in 3 simple steps. And the way you can get that report is 2 ways. Simply visit giantgoals.com, submit your best email address. You will automatically be redirected to the free report, plus it'll be emailed to you. And also, you guys can also call 561-847-3467 and say Giant Goals Report, Giant Goals Report. You guys will reach the Conservative Business Journal. I'm also the founder of that company, and that's what a number goes to. And then those of you interested in the Mastermind Club event we're doing coming up here in January, it is going to be an incredible event, guys. Look, those of you that sometimes you feel alone, you want more out of life, you want to be around like-minded patriots, hardworking people who care about America, who have conservative values, that building businesses, they're working hard, they're out there, they want to do more in this country and more for their family. Our 2-day Mastermind Club event's tremendous. Those of you interested in securing your spot for that event, you guys can call or text 561-847-3467 and simply say club event, CLUB club event, 561-847-3467, and say club event. And you'll have an opportunity of speaking with my wife, Christy, and you'll hear all that's included for you at the Mastermind Club event. Also, you can hear about all the people already reserved coming in from all over the country, from Virginia, from New York, from Texas. They're already reserved for the event coming in. So, guys, once again, I went way past 10 minutes, but I get fired up. It's time. You're going to be, let that sink in, going to be. My name is John Lemme, strategic business coach, motivational speaker, and I'm a hammer to fear. Crush procrastination and achieve record-breaking results. I'm also considered one of the greatest marketers for close to 20 years. So, guys, whatever I can do for you, those of you that potentially be interested in my high-end coaching, that's for a very small percentage, because I'm a very challenging coach. I will challenge you to be the best you possibly could be. I'm talking achieve record-breaking levels. All right, I got to conclude. Guys interested in coaching, you could also call or text us and inquire about coaching. God bless you guys. You're awesome. And you're going to be record-breaking results.